That's the great sounds there of Medina Lake, and Let's Get Out of Here on BBC Radio 1. So, I just got out of the studio, BBC Radio Humberside, and I went into the little, where the big BBC screen is, me and Dominic and Dave, and we just met the 5 people stood outside. Hello! And we're now on broadcasting, you with the boogie, you on the bike, hello Hull! See, it's good to see where we can do that. So you're on. And we literally walked into the studio with about 3 seconds to go, so...
they're the mascots for this show this morning.
Dave just pulled.
Pardon?
Yeah. Dave just paused. Yeah, he went outside on the streets of Hull for merely 2 minutes and ended up with someone's phone number.
Well, I did end up with someone's phone number. It's actually for Carrie, and this is largely an off-air conversation, really. But anyway, some bloke who Carrie knows, because he's used to be in the army with Major Tom. Anyway, wanted me to pass on his number, so I've done that. It's now coming up to 10 to 9.
So that was nice. So if you are in Hull and you want to go and see the big BBC screen and be able to see us, and it'll be a very nice thing. And as you know, Hull, there we go. BBC Radio Humberside. It's great place for a great station. That's right. So it's a great place for a great station, and the station is great. I got here yesterday to the train station. Yeah, it really is marvellous. There's also got a bus station and a radio station. So it's got 3 great stations. Yeah. Really, actually, that's what it should be. BBC Radio Humberside. It's a great place for 3 great stations.
Road, rail, and radio.
Yeah, nice. Okay, it's 8:49. So Alan is out on the bus, and we've sent him to God knows where to drive around and wave at people.
Well, he was going to try and go find fish and chips, and obviously I opened the phone lines. We had 5 phone calls, but nobody offering fish and chips.
We had 5 phone
I know, Neil said that he spoke to 5 people who were inundated with people. I think they were just suggesting where to go, but obviously there's nowhere open yet.
So we have about 4.5 people watching the big screen. We've had 5 phone calls.
We are doing well.
We picked up an extra couple of people.
Oh, yeah, we have, look.
I know, one's walking away. Where are you going? Come back! Don't leave us, for God's sake! So we're building up that's the amount of people there is your average audience for a programme on BBC 3. So, we're kind of equaling it out. It's fine. It's all right. So we're here until 10 o'clock in Hull this morning, and then we're back down to London. We've got the show tomorrow, and then we're off. Scott Mills will be on next week.
Yes, he will.
And then the week after will be Vernon with you lot, isn't it?
Not with me.
Not me.
Oh, Vernon
just me then.
Vernon and Dave.
Vernon and Dave.
Yeah.
That'll go down well. I'll be all right.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I look forward to that. I'll be listening because I'll be around. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to sleep, and I'll be tuning into the show.
You'll hear about Aled next week because he's doing the Switch tour, going on the road with Nick Grimshaw.
Oh, I read about that the other day.
He's going to be DJing out.
Oh, look, they're having their photo taken with the screen in the background. Isn't that nice? Look.
Now that's the fella there. See the fella in the suit?
Yeah.
And this is very small time. The fella in the suit is a fella whose number I just got.
Wow, that is interesting.
Oh, the fella in the suit. I know him well.
Oh,
he's the one who knows Carrie's Tom.
Well, we'll give them a little wave and then we'll be in the back of their picture. That's very nice. Right, shall we move on and actually try and entertain everybody else? All right, okay, good. Right, more from Aled later on. Meanwhile, Katy Perry. I'm really sorry about that. I don't know where that came from.
Standing by.
Because I'm in a new studio, in a new environment, and everybody's kind of chatting. I know it's just 6 seconds left on the CD. I just said out loud, stand by, everybody.
Standing by.
I never say anything like that.
That's very military of you.
Stand by, everybody. Rachel, by the way, is she has been craving fish and chips all morning. She's not pregnant. It's not a fish craving pregnancy thing. So she's had to say no to the fish and chips because no one's offering to open up their fish and chip shop early, which is fair enough. You could understand that. So instead, she's eating a donut because if you can't have fish and chips, what will fill that hunger? Of course, a donut.
Yeah. Somebody did text in saying, "How come Rachel can eat battered fish and donuts with her wheat intolerance?" I just get a dodgy stomach afterwards.
There you go. She just can.
Is that the same way that you eat bread at times?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's from Max and Greg on Jameson Street. So there you go. That's nice, isn't it? They go. Good morning to you two there.
Stand by.
Not you two. Sure.
Stand by.
Stand by.
5 seconds.
When I say stand.
No, it should seriously, don't. When I say no, just leave it. When I I say dough, you say nuts.
I was about to say that.
Dough nuts.
You see, normally with Rachel's wheat intolerance, when people normally say dough, she says no.
Right.
And that protects her.
Yeah.
All right, so to update you on the show this morning, Alan is out and indeed about. He's on an open-top bus. He's driving around Hull. You may see him. If you do, give him a wave and give him a shout. We basically sent him as far away from Hull as we possibly could without him falling for it, and he's fallen for it. So he's off to find some village, and I think it's pretty much kind of just slightly north of Newcastle.
What? No.
So he's doing that at the moment.
He is currently traversing the city of Hull.
Yeah, he is. And then, but we'll check in with him later. We may or may not play the girls singing from the karaoke from yesterday. But if anything we don't play from last night, this morning, we'll play it tomorrow. How's your donut, Rachel, by the way?
It is good.
That's right. That's nice. It's 8:56 in the morning and Rachel's woofing on a donut.
Oh, it's wonderful.
You've got jam on your hands.
I know, I'm covered in it. I will... Right.
They're in the live lounge this afternoon for Joe Wiley.
Jam on your hands.
Jam on your hands, yeah. They're really good. They're Swedish's, Sweden's number 3 DJ trio.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, jam on and hands.
Jam on.
I thought they were German, actually.
That'd be a weird trio, though, wouldn't it? Jam on and hands.
That would be the funniest trio in the world.
Piers, are we still on the air?
Yeah.
Just about, yeah. I
You
think
lot
so.
have not had enough sleep. Right, tedious link time.
Can I just say, if you're stood in Hull now, holding a bag and looking aimlessly at a screen, we can see you. That's right, you. Yes, you, sir, holding a bag. We are watching you. That's right, you wave away. You could really freak people out here by just saying, we're going to be following you all day.
Yeah.
And just keep shouting things at them. Anyway, we have to move on, so we've got to do tedious link in just a few seconds, but I can't help but to play these things, you know.
Humberside.
Do you just come in now for the last word?
Yeah.
Is that all you do?
Just the Humberside bit. That's
okay,
what it's all
right
about for me.
All right, very nice. Well, anyway, it's a great place for a great donut. I can't think of
Humberside.
that's the key to doing that, by the way. It's absolutely fine. You can have a little break if you want. Right, so Dave, Comedy Dave's tedious link, which we're going to do in about 1 second.
There you go.
See what I did there?
Stand by.
All that last link was padding, Rachel. There's no doubt about it. Yesterday we did Nomad, I Want to Give You Devotion. Where are we going to end up today? It's time for Dave's Tedious Link.
Dave's Tedious Link.
A nomad is someone of no fixed abode who travels across the desert with just a camel for company. Company is what lots of people need to prevent them from getting lonely. Lonely is how Akon feels a lot of the time. And I bet he felt particularly lonely when he got locked up and they wouldn't let him out. Out is what Duncan Bannatyne would say if he didn't like something on Dragon's Den and was feeling particularly grumpy. Grumpy is the name of one of the 7 dwarfs who were all big little people mates of Snow White. Snow White shares the same surname as snooker legend Jimmy White, who changed his name to Jimmy Brown at one point in order to promote a well-known type of sauce. Sauce rhymes with horse, which is what a cowboy would use instead of a car. Carr, first named Jimmy, is a stand-up comedian and a big fan of Twitter, which is also the sort of noise a bird would make when it sings in a tree. The plural of tree is trees, which collectively make up a forest, or indeed a wood. Wood was always traditionally a good material for making boats out of, and also things like spectacle frames. And if you didn't wear spectacles when you needed them, you'd see everything in a blur, which links us cleverly to Blur and one of their classic early Blur hits, that being Blur and one of their classics, The Universal, by Blur.
I love
Thank
The
you.
Universal by who?
Blur.
Dave's Tedious. Dave's Tedious. Dave's Tedious.